everyone, I'm Pam. This is my channel about cross stitch where I talk about everything I've been working on since I've seen you last, the things I plan on working on till I see you again. Welcome, I'm glad you're here. And not gonna lie, I've started this video like 5 times already because I'm feeling super awkward about it this week. It's probably not gonna get better going forward. It is Friday, June 12th. I normally, this is my 4th one. There's not a whole bunch of normal happening yet. My plan had been to film on Mondays, but that I don't think is going to work out. I'm a homeschooler and, well, I'm not homeschooled. My children are, all right, I have 3, let's start that back. I have 3 children, only one is still being homeschooled. He's 16. So Monday, I thought I'd be able to get my filming in the mornings before we start our school, and that was a little ambitious, and I don't think it's gonna work. So what I'm doing today, had a little niche of time on a Friday afternoon where I could get some filming done, so I'm gonna get that done today. And then I think going forward, I'm going to stitch. I stitch every day. I'm going to film on Sundays. But today's Friday and then Sunday's really soon, so that feels a little bit weird. So I think today, Friday, will be my stitchy update. And then Sunday, I'm going to take out my back of the closet hanger of all the things I've finished, but apparently don't love enough to do anything with, and I'll show those on Sunday. So we'll have a little bit of a finish parade. And then the following Sunday, I'll start with Flosstube updates on Sundays. I hope that was not rambly and that maybe it made a little bit of sense. Anyway, what did I stitch on since I've seen you last Monday? I stitched on my Carolyn Manning's Granny Square temperature stitch along that I stitch every single night. I love this. So here is where I'm at. So I'm gonna, let's see, where is it? So this is the start of June. So June 1st, is the first one I stitched since I've seen you last. And I stitched the outside of every month. I don't know, I don't think you're gonna be able to see that. I hope that you can see that. I stitched the outside of every month in a yellow. So I can tell. Sometimes I get a few days behind and I'm like, shoot, what day did I stitch last? And then I know I can start with the yellow outline and count and see what day I'm on. So I stitched this one, and then all of these, and then this bottom row. So we've been having a bunch of all those oranges and reds, warm weather here in Rhode Island. High 70s and 80s, and it's been nice. It feels like pool weather, which if you hear my dog barking, I apologize. We have 2 dogs. We have a Basset Hound and then something that we don't know what he is. But our pool is being painted right now. So there's a strange man in my backyard and my Basset Hound is feeling a little anxious about that. So if you hear some barking, that's her. Cannot wait for the painting to be done though, and then the pool water to get back in, and then we can go swimming because my temperature stitch along tells me it is pool swimming weather. Okay, so next up, I worked on Sunday, no, that's not, I'm going out of order. Maybe I should go in order. This is not what came next. What came next was my year at Hawk Run Hollow. Year at Hawk Run Hollow, I am currently, by Shoutouts Samplings, I am working on the June block. So, I set myself a small goal to get the words at the top done, and I think that was my only goal, but then I just kept going and I stitched the grass at the bottom. I don't know if this is supposed to be like a rose vine or a strawberry vine, but I stitched it, whatever kind of vine it is, and then I stitched the little strawberry. I do want to talk about, I didn't mention this before, so I am stitching this in the DMC conversion that so it's supposed to be stitched in MPI silks, and there is a DMC conversion along with it. Now, I know you've probably heard this from a lot of people who have stitched this. The DMC conversion, the reds don't make sense. So like, let me get out some of the, like, it's baffling. So like in January, her dress, everywhere that's red was supposed to be these, like, these are the called fors. They're not red, they're oranges. So I wasn't happy. To me, if you're wearing a dress in January, it shouldn't be orange. It should be like red, like a garnet. So I swapped them out. And if you really need to know what I swapped them out for, ask below, I'll let you know. I think that they were like $8.19 and so, like something in that range. And then in February, I kind of felt the same way. I didn't want orange fish, and now I don't like these red fish either. They might come out entirely, and I might make them gray and blue, because it just seems strange. And it was the same wherever I did the same conversion. I did the same swap that I did for the January, but yeah. And then so far I've left March this how it is, because a lion's mane can be oranges and browns, and that makes sense. But then I got to June and I was like, I don't want an orange strawberry. I want kind of a pinky red strawberry. So now I'm thinking, now here's my dilemma. So now I've got pinky strawberries, reds going on down here, and it's totally different from the two up here. So now that's why I'm thinking the fish need to come out. And if the fish come out and they're gray and blue, then it's not like I've carried the same red everywhere else and then didn't carry that in the June block, if that makes sense. So I think every block where I'm not wanting orange for red, I might choose a whole different sort of red, one that makes sense for the month. So the reds won't carry all the way through, but all the other colors will. So I'm hoping it'll still look cohesive. But yeah, I was not a fan of, I don't know what the MPIs look like, so I can't tell if it's just a bad conversion or that the designer just wanted oranges for reds for a more rustic sort of look. I don't know. I didn't like it. So that gives me anxiety every month also when I stitch this. Anyway, I did want to say, so this week coming up, my next plan is to get the guy done, the groomsman. That's all. If I do more, then I'll be happy. But by the time my next stitchy update comes, not this Sunday, but the next Sunday, there will be a guy there, and he will be happily awaiting his bride. And maybe there'll even be a bride, but I'm not going to promise that. Then I got that done, and I was waiting for the Secret Gardens Stitch Along to come out with part 2, and it wasn't out yet. So I'm like, what? I'm tired of stitching on the June block. So what do I want to do next? So I got out my Summer by the Cricut collection. Sorry, I don't want to take it out of the package because I feel like every time it's one of these packages where it's like, it's got that like sticky, I feel like every time I open and close it and open and close it, I'm asking for trouble. I don't know what kind of trouble I'll get, but I'm asking for it. So last time you saw it, I had, oh shoot, I forgot to say, I'm stitching a year at Hawk Run Hollow on 40 count, Picture This Plus Legacy linen. Okay. This is being stitched on, what the heck? Usually I stick a sticker somewhere with the information. I'm not entirely sure. It's Lugana. It's purple and it's a 32 count. I want to say it's just Zweigart 32 count. Something lilac. I don't know. So unprepared today. Sorry. So last time you saw, I had the middle of the sunflower done, and I had the M and all the little things that go around the M. I don't have some of the colors I need for the carrots, so they're kind of unfinished looking. I feel like Wilson from Home Improvement, you know, like where you only ever see the top of his face. Sorry. So this week I stitched the E, and I'm missing a bird because again, I'm out of some of the colors, and I'm saving all the back stitching for the end. So that's not in there either. I love these little birds. They're so cute. I think birds might be my favorite thing to stitch. They're absolutely adorable. So I'm stitching this in DMC, all the called for. Had a good time with that. And then Secret Garden came out. So this is the Secret Garden book club, stitching book club, Secret Garden style. And you can get it at Sapphire Mountain Handcrafts on Etsy. And then you can follow it. Stitching Book Club has a Facebook page, and which I'm not on. And then I follow them through Instagram. They have a Stitching Book Club Instagram. So they came out with part 2, which I haven't finished yet, but I've been stitching on it. And part 2 had that cute little robin. Oh my gosh. This robin has to be my favorite thing I have stitched, and I don't even know how long. It made me so happy. This is getting stitched on 16 count chocolate raspberry Ada. And so I stitched the little robin, I stitched the flower, and then I've done these 3 flowers down here. So all the rest, the key, the words, the flowers over here were part 1. So I've got some more flowers. Oh, and this little purple flower. So I've got some more flowers down here and some greenery. And then I'll be waiting for part 3, which will be the end, which will make me super sad. So this has been kind of my happy thing. I really love that. So that is not a ton, but that's what I've been stitching on the past almost 2 weeks now. So what am I going to stitch coming up? Plans. I'm going to stitch a little bit on my Yarrow Hawk Run Hollow, and I'm obviously going to keep stitching on the Secret Garden. I will talk about this later, but I am going to start a night walk down on the solstice, which I think happens before I see you next. So that will be a plan. And then I'm going to try to fully finish something. So this is a finish I did. What is it? It says, Dad, you're the best. Which, is that coming out backwards for you guys? What the heck? I apologize if it's backwards. So anyway, it's a little chart by Bent Creek. I meant to get out the chart, but I didn't because I was like, oh my gosh, I have, 30 minutes to film, and I'm just going to do it, and I'm going to throw all my stuff together. So what I'm thinking is I stitched this about 1,000 years ago for my dad, and I never did anything with it because it's supposed to have like a button that goes down here, and I lost the button, and then I couldn't get the button, and truth be told, I didn't look super hard for the button. And then I thought, well, my dad likes to make like for fly fishing, the little feathery fly things. I'm not a fisher, by the way. I don't know anything about it. So then I was like, well, maybe I'll get some like feathery things and I'll put it down there, and that never happened. So now I'm thinking nothing is going to go there, because if I start looking for the perfect thing, it's never going to get done. So what I'm thinking of doing is finding a little square box at like Hobby Lobby. I have a Hobby Lobby near me, but it's in Massachusetts. It's not in Rhode Island. I was waiting for Massachusetts to sort of open back up. So I believe that happened this past week. So I'm going to try to get over to Hobby Lobby and find something. I'm going to like flat finish it and then pop it on top of a box. And then if I can't find the perfect, wow, I'm talking all over myself and probably 50,000 miles a minute. I apologize. First of all, I'm a New Englander and we tend to talk fast anyway. And second, I noticed this on my last video. Like, I'm trying to get all my words out at once. I'm going to slow it down. If I cannot find a box, I'm going to just maybe try to stick it in a frame. I don't know. I will show it to you before I give it to my dad on Sunday. Or I'll post it on Instagram. I don't know how to insert other videos. I don't know how to do any sort of editing at all. So if the gifting happens before my Flosstube, I don't know. We'll see. We'll see how it goes. So yeah, he was really cute. I think my dad will like it. If I can get it finished, okay. I don't know. And I think that's it for plans, which leaves me, this is going to be a super fast video today. Probably not helped by the fact that I'm talking 1,000 miles a minute. So I did get some things this week. So because I'm planning on starting Night Walk Down by the Blue Flower on the solstice, which I believe is the 20th this year, I had been on the search for fabric. And so I bought all the fabrics in hopes that something would come in. I have a 40 count Ren by Picture This Plus that would work if I had no other option, but I really wanted something purpley or a little gray. So yeah, I have almost like all the floss. I think I was still missing like one or two, but that won't stop me from starting it. I think it'll be fine. So I went on a little bit of a spendy thing. I did a little bit of spendies. I did get, completely unrelated, I needed some floss for another project, which I thought I was going to start, and I'm torn on it now, so I don't know. But I did, keep dropping them all. I did get a whole ton of weeks floss. So that was a package one day, and that came with, I ordered these from DownSunshineLane.com, which is one of my go-to online ordering shops. I bought, oh shoot, I think it's 40 count. Don't quote me on that. I think it's 40 count. Yeah, it's 40 count. This is 40 count R&R Salt Marsh, which is this, this right there, that might actually be a good representation of the color. It's a really pretty grayish green, and I thought that it would look, I thought I wanted purple, but then I thought these colors would look fantastic on a green, and it would make me think of like a summer sky right before, you know, like a thunderstormy summer sky. I thought these are the floss. I thought these would look fantastic on this, but there was one that I was like, you know, I think it's going to disappear on this fabric. The Aged Pewter Gentle Arts. I was like, that might not show up. So it wasn't my first choice, but I still love it. And I'm still thinking I've got 50,000 other projects I might put on it. One of which I think I'll show you, because I bought another chart and I think that's going to go on there. And then I saw this purple. So this came from Hollis Hands Create on Etsy. And it's so cute. So it came with this little project card. I've never ordered from her before, but I love that it came with like a little project card. And it's Mountain Air Dreams of Spring, and it's a 32 count. I really wanted to do Night Walk Down on a 40 count, but 32 count would be fine. Isn't this gorgeous? Love this. So it's this really pretty violet and white, but it's too blue. It's too blue. It's too cool, and it didn't go right. The floss was like angry. It said, no, thank you. It was not, I wanted no part of this. So that was a no. So I had to go and continue ordering, but I thought that fabric couldn't come alone. So I did get a chart. This is Forever and Ever. It's part of the Songbird Garden series by Cottage Garden Samplings. So this is my plan for next year. I want to stitch all 12 of these, one a month. That feels a little ambitious. We'll see how it goes. So I'm in the process of collecting them. This one's number one. I I don't know what other numbers I have. I've probably got a third of them at this point. So then somebody on one of the Facebook stitching groups I'm in had said that 123 Stitch had some Lakeside linens up. And so I decided to see what they had. I've never stitched with Lakeside linens before, mostly because I haven't been able to get my hands on it. So I was kind of excited to see that 123 Stitch had some in stock. So I went searching and I got 40 count vintage straw flower. Super pretty. This is not going to show up on camera, but it is this beautiful, like creamy yellow. And it has, to me anyway, it has like a little bit of a pink undertone in places and super pretty. Not for Night Walk Down, but this will get used. Love that. And then I found the fabric. I have found the fabric. My search is over. This is what I am stitching Night Walk Down on. It is 32 count vintage tarnished silver by Lakeside Linens. It is this beautiful grayish purple. It is perfect. I feel like, yay. Sorry, not a singer. This was it. And then when it came in the mail and I saw it in person, I was like, search over. It has happened. I cannot wait to start that. But I am. It's a solstice start. And then my plan for it is I'm going to try to stitch a length of thread on it at least, unless I love it so much that I just keep going. But my plan is to stitch on it a little bit every day all the way until the winter solstice. So if you want to do it with me, I think that that would be fun. We could all do it together. Let's give it a hashtag. It could be, it will be hashtag Night Walk Down Solstice Sal. So we will stitch it from the summer solstice to the winter solstice. So yeah, join me. I'm going to do it. Well, I am doing it. I already decided, but you can do it with me, even if you've already started it. Super excited. And then I did get one more chart from Bendy Stitches Designs. I got Personal is Political. Love that. It says personal. The personal is political. It always has been. And I am going, this is what I'm going to stitch it on. I'm going to stitch it on this green. I think this is going to look fantastic on the green. So that's the plan. And that's it. That's all I have. So I will see you guys. By the way, thank you for sticking with me all the way to the end. And I will see, before I forget, I wanted to shout someone out. I want to say thank you to Tina from Bees and Tees. I will put the link in the description. Bees and Tees, I think it's Bees and Tees Stitching, but it might just be Bees and Tees. Anyway, she does Flosstube. She shouted me out. I love watching her. She's fairly new. I want to say she's got less than 10, but I could be wrong because that happens a lot. And if I am, I apologize. She might have a few more. She's one of my favorites to watch. I'm glad I discovered her, and I'm so happy that she mentioned me. So thanks, Tina. So that's it. I will see you guys Sunday, and I will show my back of the closet finishes of never to be seen again. All right. Bye, everyone.